Wedding Day Confessions Unveiled. I never imagined I'd be confessing my affair with his twin brother on the day of our wedding. The irony wasn't lost on me as I stood there in my wedding dress, a vision of purity and commitment, while my heart raced with the weight of the secret I was about to unleash. The ceremony was set for noon, but the morning had been a blur of chaos and unshed tears. I found myself in the dressing room, clutching the letter I had written the night before, the ink barely dry on my confession. In a moment of desperation, I knew I couldn't walk down the aisle without revealing the truth to him, even if it meant shattering everything we had built. His twin brother and I had been entangled in a web of stolen moments and whispered promises for months, each encounter more intoxicating and wrong than the last. It was a torrid affair, igniting a passion I had never felt before but also a guilt that gnawed at my conscience. We both knew it had to end, yet neither of us could resist the magnetic pull. It wasn't love, it was a reckless abandon, a thrill that both terrified and exhilarated me. As I sat on the edge of the dressing room couch, I replayed our last encounter in my mind, the way his eyes mirrored the man I was supposed to marry, yet held a darkness that excited me in ways I couldn't understand. The moment of truth came sooner than I anticipated. With trembling hands, I handed the letter to my fiancé, the man who had been my rock, my safe haven. He read it in silence, his face a mask of disbelief and betrayal. The room was suffocatingly silent, the air thick with tension and unspoken accusations. He looked at me, his eyes searching for answers, for some explanation that would make sense of this nightmare. But there was none. Only raw, unfiltered truth and the realization that our lives would never be the same. As he stormed out, leaving me alone with my chaotic thoughts, I felt a strange sense of relief mixed with regret, the kind that comes from finally being honest, no matter the cost. The twist came in the form of a confession of his own. Later that evening, when the guests had left and the chaos had settled, he returned, a broken man with a secret of his own. The twin brother had been his partner in crime, a willing participant in a scheme to test my loyalty, to see if I would stray. It was a game, a twisted experiment that spiraled out of control, leaving all of us as casualties. In that moment, I realized the depth of our dysfunction, the tangled mess of trust and betrayal that defined our relationship. It was a bitter revelation, the kind that forces you to confront the darkest parts of yourself and asks the question, was it all worth it?